Anybody watch the Women's World Cup this morning?
I woke up at 4:15 to go to the bathroom, turned it on, and it was 0-0. And I kept it on in the background. And I could tell by the way they were playing. They're not a cohesive unit. They're playing not to lose instead of win. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I know Ed hates everything. But
stop, Pete. Stop with the bullshit. I don't hate everything that's wrong. What I did was, and you're talking about a Facebook comment I made this morning where I talked about the game itself. It was boring. It was dull.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I didn't watch the whole. I did not watch the whole game. I did not watch the whole game. What I missed, I came back because I recorded it and I watched it this morning. I sped through it and watched because I want to make sure that I knew what I was talking about. And I like soccer. But the thing that bothers me is if you say one negative thing about soccer to the soccer fans in this country, they're all over you like shit on a stick.
No. Hang on a second. No. I agree with you. You say that about this Women's World Cup team. God forbid you say anything bad. Rapinoe shouldn't be out there, number one. Get her out. Get her out. She did nothing. She's done nothing. She shouldn't be on the team. We all know why she's on the team. It ain't because of her skills that she used to have. It's what she does. It's because of her political stances. That's the only reason why she's on that team, number one. Number two, I've seen a lot of 0-0 ties in soccer that are exciting. The United States this morning, especially in the last 30 minutes, they had a bunch of opportunities. They just couldn't connect. They just missed. There was something that maybe they'll find themselves coming up here in the knockout round, but there was something missing from that team. And Megan Rapinoe, I'm telling you, is not the fucking answer to that soccer team. She's been the super sub that has done nothing.
Look, Carly Lloyd even came out and slammed the team, and then the coach gets all upset because Carly Lloyd came out and said, you guys shouldn't be celebrating a 0-0 tie.
Yeah,
you look like shit. And she's exactly right. That's my point, though, Pete. To a lot of soccer fans, if you come at, like I said on Facebook not long ago, I said that I really wasn't that excited about Lionel Messi coming to play. Okay. He's another older player who's coming here using the MLS now, like they used to do with the NASL, as a retirement league to make a spitload of money. They've been telling us for 50 years that soccer is going to become the number one sport in America. It's not. But don't worry. Who cares? It's a popular sport and you enjoy it. That's my point.
Ed, so far the guy's been incredible for Miami. They haven't lost yet.
I didn't say he wasn't.
Wherever he goes, they're selling out. Soccer, European soccer in the United States, you're getting 75, 80,000 people. That doesn't happen in baseball. And I'm with you. I'm not saying it's ever going to take over and be the number one sport in this country like that, but you've got to give it its due. And you look around stadiums around this country, they are packed to the rim. 75, 80,000 people, and Messi's just going to add to that.
But the point that I'm making is that there's a lot of the soccer aficionados, the hardcores will say, you just hate soccer. No, it's not. It just doesn't excite me like other sports do. Like
that's an easy fallback. I got a quick question for both you guys.
So they immediately hammer away at you if you don't think soccer is the best sport in America. It's not, and you're never going to be the number one sport in America. Live with it. Go ahead, Jerome.
I don't want to sound like Don Geronimo here, but it has always been my impression that if you criticize the women's soccer, you get more grief than when you criticize the men's soccer.
You're right.
Why is that? It's because it's not politically correct to criticize women's sports. ESPN throws the fucking WNBA down us every day. No one's watching that nonsense. Nobody. Oh. They force it down our throats. Nobody ever says at the water cooler, God, how did the Lynx do last night? Man, did you see this? Did you see that? Nobody does that.
Pete, your point's well taken.
The only reason the league only exists because the NBA backs it. Otherwise, no one would give a shit.
I don't mind if the WNBA is on
SportsCenter every morning.
I don't mind if the WNBA is on network TV. I don't mind if women's soccer is on. I don't mind. It's okay. If you like it, that's fine. But don't try. And Pete, look at this. Hey, Jerome, I want you to make sure that you're a part of this because I'm going to have to mark this down right now because we're going to play this as a promo. Pete and I agree. Holy shit. Something's wrong with the firmament of the earth right now. But put
it on your calendar, baby.
And I've said that over and over again. Don't try to tell me that soccer is the number one sport in America. Don't try to tell me that if I don't watch the WNBA, I'm a bad guy and I'm sexist. And don't tell me that if I don't pay a lot of attention to the NBA, that I'm racist. Don't tell me that. It just doesn't light me up.
No, I'm not saying it.
No, I know you're not saying it. No, I know you're not saying it. But a lot of people, and I've taken a lot of grief from people who've said immediately that you just hate soccer. Dude, I was around when I was a sideline reporter for the Fort Lauderdale Strikers when the NASL was here. I love the game. I got a lot of friends in soccer, but it doesn't light me up.
I think the bigger point Jerome made is a great one. I mean, you cannot criticize this U.S. Women's World Cup team. Versus the men, I mean, they're lazy, they're slow, they're this, they're that, the coach, this. You say one day, you say something like I just said about Megan Rapinoe. If you were there, not in my forum, because we all know the truth, but they don't want to say the truth. Fox has so many promos that they're doing before, during, and after about her that the game is almost secondary. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And if there was ever the men's team out there that played like this with the expectations that they have, are you kidding me? It's night and day. Day.
It's the same thing, because if you and I go on the air right now and if we say, hey, the men, you watch men's soccer last night? Holy crap, did they suck? Oh, yeah, okay. But if you come out, and you're right, if they say that about the women's, did you watch a women's team last night? Boy, did they suck. What's wrong with you? Don't you like women's sports?
Don't you have daughters? Don't you do this? Hey, I just saw the league softball team in the United States beat New Zealand 43-1 the other day. Did you see that? 43-1 in Little League softball tournament. I think it was in Charlotte. 43-1.
I just want to say, I'd almost rather watch a 43-1 game than watch a 0-0 tie, because ties suck in any sport. I don't care what it is.